because we went through the Hapas stuff, right?
Yeah.
And it's these multiracial people. And so basically these people, their whole thing is they like they're half Asian, half, you know, sort of Hawaiian. A lot of them.
I thought they were specifically the half as white Asian.
There's a lot of them that seem to be like half Hawaiian or something, because Hawaiians are sort of half Asians already.
I guess.
Yeah, so that's kind of like a version of it, right? But they're very, like, their whole thing is they're struggling with this in the new age of identity, right? So they have these crazy forums and stuff like that on it's like all half Asian people. And it's wild. I'll tell you two of the like craziest ones. So they said, basically it's on embracing, you know, the tradition without the experience of colonialism and inequality. That's what their title is, right?
Yep.
This is what this dude posted. So just imagine like being, you know, going to your fucking college, getting your brain all fried up to the point that you're posting this, right? He says, I'm deeply ashamed of my dating history and preferences. I'm half Asian male, 25 years old. What I'm ashamed of the most is I've dated mainly Asian women.
Disgusting.
Like, you're right. And you go, what's wrong with dating Asian women? You probably like Asian women. He goes, well, you might think that, but I will continue. I advocate against Asian women fetishization in all ways. Yet I feel as a white passing Asian American, I'm taking part in the subjugation of the same people I advocate for. So he's mad.
This is literally woke versus racist, where it's like, you're like, races shouldn't mix. And you go, yeah, okay. This is literally, you're saying races shouldn't mix.
And he's half Asian.
He goes, that was a mistake. Races should not mix.
Have you ever seen the thing where the Seinfeld episode where they have the cookies, the white and the black, and then they are bad in his stomach? That's what's happening to his body. His white side is like, give me that fucking give me that yellow pussy. Like his white side's like a huge, and his
battle.
His like Asian side's wearing like the hat and the stuff like that, like in the field in his body, and he's like, you stay away from our woman, whitey.
I mean, the white parent probably.
You white devil. You stay away from our women, white devil.
Like, he probably does like call his fucking, like, gives his white parent like kind of a hard time, I bet.
Well, because his dad, he doesn't want to be like his dad who was banging Asian women, right?
Who's fetishizing them.
Right, because his white dad's going to him. He's bringing an Asian daughter home back to family gatherings, and the dad's like, Asian women are sick, right?
Yeah, he goes, Dad.
Someone else got the fever, huh?
Hey.
I got the fever.
Yeah.
So he goes to his dad, and his dad's sort of this white bro that was, you know, finance bro banging Asian chicks.
Or just a Jewish guy.
A Jewish guy, yeah. Jewish guys love Asian girls. Why do Jewish guys love Asian girls so much?
I think
and vice versa.
because culturally it's very similar.
Uh-huh.
And then doesn't remind you of your family.
No, so it's like
a bit of best of both
worlds. It's basically like dating your mom that doesn't look like her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
But like culturally, in terms of like the caring about, you know, education, all that stuff is very similar.
Very into education. I got the fever. So he's having a complete internal battle, right? And it's like their brains are fried, right? And he goes, I maintain that it's simply who I find attractive, and so therefore I date them. So he's got his alibi.
Yeah, sure, buddy.
Okay.
Fucking sure, bud.
Yeah, sure, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, what, so we're just all dating people we find attractive?
Nine Asians in a row, yeah. We're buying that. He's real mad, right? And he goes, of course, I'm never explicitly looking at Asian American women under a specialized lens. That's just who I'm attracted to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, again, like the birds of a feather, you probably have a pretty big group of friends who are Asian.
Yeah.
Like there's a big, you know, you probably just have a lot of, so then you date who's in your group.
Well, also, he's sort of saying, hey, listen, I don't want these white guys out here banging Asians. The way I do it's fine.
Yeah.
Because he's sort of, he's found a way to try to justify his internal strife.
As they do.
But yeah, it's kind of, you know, like a black guy that only dates women. It's like, I'm fine, but like, look at these people. I mean, my wife's white, but like, look at all these people fetishize, like white guys that date black women kind of thing. Yeah.
For
Clunky.
thee, but not, yeah.
With all this in mind, I'm still deeply ashamed. So he basically sitting there, you know, smoking the cigarette after sex, and he's just like, get the fuck out. What have I done? And then she goes,
I'm going to go whip up a bowl of rice. He goes, oh, God.
I've done it again. Oops.
You want to go for ramen?
Again.
Get out.
Get the fuck out. I'm a monster. Yeah, he tries to go to, he's trying to just force feed himself with his eyes open, looking at like Indian chick porn. What do they call that? Desi porn?
Desi porn, yeah.
Yeah, he's just got his eyes up. He's just like it.
Like it.
Yeah, but he can't.
Fucking
I can't.
tapping at his dick.
But I
Get
must.
hard.
Yeah.
Get hard.
He's flicking it.
Bigot.
Yeah, he's flicking his dick.
Come on.
Come on, dude. Get hard. Get the fuck hard. Yeah, you fucking. Yeah, come on, grow, baby. Grow, baby. There you go.
Grow, baby, grow. Grow, baby, grow.
Grow. You got the grow in you. You got the grow in you. One single tear comes by.
Yeah.
You could do it. Look at those big white titties. Come on, look at those big white titties. He's motorboating them. Yeah, he's plugging his nose.
Tastes like bleach.
It tastes like white bread. I can't do it anymore. He's like, comes running up to an Asian girl. He's like, I'm back. I can't do it. And she's like, who are you? And he's like, oh, right. I still do.
I will say, though, for someone, he's 25 years old. You got to think he's been getting force fed all this shit about all the self-hate stuff being
That's
like,
what
pretty,
I'm saying. 25.
pretty cool
Yeah.
for like a good chunk of his developed life.
It's interesting, right?
So that's like kind of makes you kind of reasonable to think people are like that.
Well, this is what it does to people. It puts them in a bind where they, have all this internal strife of, they're basically like, it's bad being white, but it's worse being Asian, but you don't even get to do that, but also you're Asian. Like, you can see why
no,
this
it's
shit
shit
would
being
leave
Asian,
them all
but
confused.
the problem is just like the Asian.
No, according to the ideology they're being
but
force
it's just,
fed.
well, it's just like the Asian in him doesn't like the Asians. It's the white in him that likes the Asians. That's the
But
problem.
the Asian in him is sort of like, he doesn't like that he has a half colonizer, you know what I mean?
That's true, yeah.
With this in mind, I'm still deeply ashamed. I honestly wish I wasn't attracted to them. So, yeah, this is the most craziest part. Yeah. He goes, I wish that I didn't have to be attracted to these fucking, ugh. Like like an old slave owner.
Yeah,
that fucking,
it's like Monsters Ball or something.
Right. Like, ugh. You think I want to fucking have sex with these Asians?
Oh.
These sweet,
delicious,
these sweet, delicious Asians. I have to. My racism is forcing me to do it. I wasn't attracted to them, and I wish I wasn't attracted to them because I hate myself for both the association and the thought that I have a racially prejudiced dating. So he's basically a slave to the Asian sniz.
Yeah. I like this point. He goes, it's gotten to the point where my friends see me as the guy who dates Asians, which is what I view as an embarrassing, creepy moniker. He goes to China. He goes, you guys are fucking creeps.
Creeps.
Fucking creeps.
That was the one that we were reading the other day where
Yeah.
basically it was someone they're just like, these men that just won't stop banging Asian women. And you're just like, where do you live? Shanghai. You go, what the fuck? You go, yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah.
I think that'll happen, my friend. Thank you for watching that clip, supporting the channel. If you like The Boyscast, there's a new episode every week at patreon.com/TheBoyscast.
That's patreon.com/The
The
Boyscast.